Hello YouTube, Gentleman 2005 here with a review of the Kamen Rider X8 DX Kimewaza slot holder and Bakusou bike Gashat. Right, so this is the little slot that he uses to hold Gashats right over here, and then he can use this to do his finishing move because I don't know, that's the thing we're doing, we're just going to combine it on the one thing. And then it comes with the Bakusou bike Gashat right here for laser to transform with, right, which we see up there. Kamen Rider Laser level 2. That's his level 2 form as the bike, which is really weird thing, but that's what this show is doing, so we're gonna roll with it. See lights and sounds, that goes with the Gashat there. X8 show logo DX Kimewaza slot holder and Bakusou bike Gashat, and then the words are there in English. It just trails off. We see the logo for the Gashat, right, and the name right there, Bakusou bike Gashat. On this side, there's level 1, level 2, and the name. On this side is X8 doing his rider kick right there. On the back here, we see using the Gashat. Right up here, we see level 1, level 2, right, he levels up. We see here, store your Gashats. Clip it onto the belt. Here, do the finisher. Here, become laser. Right, that's pretty much what you do with this. And then on the bottom, there's just everything, and there's laser's bike face. That's what I'm calling it because I don't know what else to call it. So laser's bike face. All right, so the actual slot holder. Where did I stick it? It's right here. Right, it's this piece of plastic. Let's tilt this down a little bit now that we don't have the box in frame anymore. Right, so it's got like this design on it, I guess, to continue on the gamer thing. It's bright lime green. You will never lose these items in your life unless you absolutely try. And then it's got like neon orange for the holders. I don't know like who designed this stuff, but it is so bright. But it's neat. It's all good. So there's the clip, right, for the belt. Here's Mighty Action X, right? We can just stick it in here, right? And actually, you'll put Bakusou bike, right? It holds the two. There's nothing in here that will push the buttons, right? So you're not in danger of draining the batteries on your Gashat, which is always a good thing. Now in here, right, there is, right, you can push the buttons. All right, there's little pieces in here that push the buttons. When I push down on this is the button here, you can, let's see if I can get it in the light, you can see that piece move, right? So what's actually going to happen is there's 2 pins in there. That's going to activate both of these at the same time back here, and that's what will tell it Kimewaza. And then when I push this button, that's what will make the standby sound, really. When I push the button, it'll push up on this and make it Kimewaza. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll do that here with Mighty Action X. We'll just do its Kimewaza. Okay, so Gashat. You can see it's lighting up. Push it again. Mighty Critical Strike. And if I push it again, it's just going to do it again, right? It's going to cycle through it. Nothing different, right? One finishing move. Okay, so we'll take that out. We'll put this over here. So here's the Gashat Bakusou bike, right? It's a racing game. You can see the little racing guy on there is the name Bakusou bike. It is yellow. Right, with this with the black handle on it. There's the button to activate it. Bakusou bike here on the side. On the back, right, the little battery door, QR code. There you can see, right, the picture of the bike and then the name backwards because that's how these things work. Bakusou bike. So let's get the sound on it. All right, and then Oh, game clear. Cool. It's the game clear sound. So let's see if we can get the game over. There we go. So the game over sound. So those are the three kind of default sounds without the driver. Let's go ahead. We're going to bring in the gamer driver right here. We're going to stick it in the first slot as though Kiria is going to use it to transform. Alright, that's not what I thought it would do. Alright, let's go again. There we go. Alright, so now we're level 1 laser. Now let's power up to level 2 and become a motorcycle. Right, so that's the level 2 sound. So you can see, right, Bakusou bike, it's glowing. There's the bike, that's laser. Now, if I stick it in the other slot, you'll get like the level 3, the other sound in there. There's the pause. All right, so that's what you get if you stick it in the second slot, the B slot, the whatever the additional Gashat slot. Now let's see if I can do this without closing it. Just show you what happens if I stick a second Gashat. You know, if it's in there with Mighty Action X. Let's see. Will it do it? Now I gotta close it and open it. So here it is with Mighty Action X. And you can see that the tire roadways form around Xade's little character person. And then there's the bike. Now I can switch them, right, if I wanted. And it'll put the bike in the front, I believe. Right, there you go. So the bike's in front, but it looks really funny because, like, now the tire is in Xade's crotch, and that's just weird. Whenever you're ready. You're ready? Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's the thing. So you can use it with other ones that are like a Rider Gashat. That way instead of one of the powered up level 3 ones. So that's something. And let's hear it say do the Bakusou critical attack. Critical strike. Kimewaza. Alright, so Bakusou critical strike. So that's what this thing does. So Kimewaza slot holder, Bakusou bike. That's a pretty good way to stand it. Bakusou bike Gashat. Probably stand all of them this way if I can. There we go. Let's leave it like that. So yeah, Bakusou bike. I would say to get this, it's the easier way of making your Gashat do the Kimewaza without having to actually try and like push all these buttons in the right order, because you can do it with your hand, but it's a little weird. Plus, it's the only way to get a DX version of Bakusou bike. So if that matters to you and getting in the DX version so they all match, then you're going to want to get this so that you get that Gashat. So yeah, and plus laser is just pretty cool. I mean, it's level 2 as a bike. To me, that's hilarious. So yeah, until next time, check out the podcast, RadFansRambles.com, bringing you the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. As always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.